Good day everyone, I'm Camila May V. Catindoy, and for this video, I will tackle medical studies at the University of Santo Tomas, year 1877 to 1882. Rizal was inspired to study ophthalmology by his mother's failing eyesight and his desire to help her. In the late 19th century, ophthalmology was already a separate specialty, but there were no organized residency programs. This was when Rizal aspired to study medicine in the said university. Don Francisco Mercado Rizal was the one who influenced Jose to pursue his studies in college. However, Doña Teodora resisted the idea because of fear that Jose's life could be in danger if he will be given too much education. She knew her son very well. She was quoted saying, "Don't send him to Manila again. He knows enough. He gets to know more, the Spaniards will cut off his head." Jose's resolution is decisive. Rizal, upon entering the university, was not certain which course of study he wanted to pursue. The Jesuit priest, who had been his former mentors, had advised to him to take up farming or to join the order and be a man of the cloth. However, his taste went towards law, literature, or medicine. In the end, he decided to sign up for philosophy and letters during his freshman year because of the following reasons. It was his father would have wanted for him. He had failed to seek the advice of the rector of the Ateneo, Father Ramon Pablo. Rizal pursuing a higher degree of education. Upon the achievements of Rizal in Ateneo, he wanted to pursue another degree. Jose Rizal wanted to take up a more challenging course. He was not able to decide on what course to take, so he asked for Father Pablo's advice, who was at the time a reactor of Ateneo Municipal. He received Father Ramon's reply and advised him to take up medicine. Thus, this idea was highly opposed by his mother Doña Teodora. Teodora's opposition. She did not want Rizal to be more knowledgeable, for the Spanish will cut off his head. Another reason that because of the 1872 incident, Gamburza execution, wanted Rizal to go home and have a business. Teodora blamed the Filipino intellectual of their mental capacity as a way of challenging the Spaniards. Doña Teodora vigorously objected to her husband's plans of letting Jose pursue a higher education out of fear that their son will suffer a tragic fate. During those times, the ruling Spanish officials were hostile towards the learned Filipino. Despite Doña Teodora's Alonso's reluctance to let Jose pursue his college education, Pasiano accompanied him to enroll at the UST. Entrance to UST, University of Santo Tomas, or popularly known as the Pontifical and Royal University of Santo Tomas, is the oldest existing university in Asia. It was founded on April 28, 1611, and the year 2011 marked the 400th year of UST. The institution was established through the initiative of Bishop Miguel de Benavides, OP 3rd Archbishop of Manila. Benavides Monument. This stands in front of the main building entrance of the university. The bronze statue was originally unveiled in the Intramuros in 1891. The statue was made in Paris in 1889. On July 24, 1605, he bequeathed the amount of 1,500 pesos and his personal library for the establishment of a seminary college to prepare young men for the priesthood. Those funds and his personal library became a nucleus for the start of UST and its library. Rizal enters the university. Rizal enrolled at the UST in April 1877 and he took up philosophy and letters, cosmology, theodicy, history of philosophy. And he was 16 years old at that time. Taking the course primarily because of his father's choice, Jose was inclined towards the arts. During his first year in UST, Rizal also took a surveying course at the Ateneo, year 1877 to 1878. This was to console and make his mother proud. During Rizal's time, Students from Manila were offered to take up any course in agriculture, mechanics, surveying, and commerce. He was 17 years old when he passed the final examination in surveying course. However, he was not granted the title of Aprito Agrimensor, expert surveyor, because he was not of legal age. The title was awarded to him when he reached 20 years of age. He sought guidance from Ateneo of Father Pablo Ramon. Father Pablo Ramon advised him to take up medicine. Jose shifting to medicine. After completing his first year, Rizal decided to take up medicine as his university course. Father Ramon Pablo, rector of the Ateneo, had advised him to pursue the course. Rizal's mother had failing eyesight, and he thought he owed it to her to become a doctor and cure her condition. Rizal's performance at the University of Santo Tomas was not as excellent as his time at the Ateneo. His grades after shifting to medicine had suffered as well. There were two reasons why Rizal shifted from philosophy and letters to medicine. First, because of his mother's deteriorating eyesight, and second, because it was suggested by Father Ramon. Rizal's pre-med course. Curso de Ampliación or advanced course in physics, chemistry, and natural history. Out of 28 young men taking Ampliación, only 4 including Rizal were granted the privilege of taking simultaneously the preparatory course and the first year of medicine. Rizal was a freshman medical student when he experienced for the first time Spanish brutality. He was walking on the street in Calamba when he failed to salute or say a courteous good evening to a man who happened to be a lieutenant of Guardia Civil. Without a warning, the lieutenant attacked Rizal, slashing him through his sword. He obtained a wound from that event. Days after his recuperation, he immediately reported the incident to Governor General Primo de Rivera. Rizal also received his 4-year practical training in medicine at the Hospital de San Juan de Dios in Intramuros. During his last year at the university, Rizal had obtained a global grade of notable, very good in all of his subjects, and he was the second best student in a disseminating class of 7 who passed the medicine course, after which Rizal decided to study in Spain. Rizal's scholastic records in the UST, year 1879 to 1882. Philosophy and Letters, 1877 to 1878. Cosmology and Metaphysics, excellent. Theodicy, excellent. History of Philosophy, excellent. Medicine, first year, 1878 to 1879. Physics, fair. Chemistry, excellent. Natural history, good. Anatomy, good. Dissection, good. Medicine, second year, 1879 to 1880. Anatomy, good. Dissection, good. Physiology, good. Private hygiene, good. Public hygiene, good. Medicine, third year, 1880 to 1881. General pathology, fair. Therapeutics, excellent. Surgery, good. Medicine, fourth year, 1881 to 1882. Medical pathology, very good. Surgical pathology, very good. Obstetrics, very good. Rizal's poor performance. Rizal's performance at the UST was not as impressive when he was studying at the Ateneo. This was brought about by 3 reasons. The Dominican professors were hostile to him. Filipino students suffered discrimination. The method of instruction at the UST was obsolete and repressive. Selected literary works written at the UST. Manner of writing the poem. Rizal beautifully incorporated the essential elements of poetry. He also equipped it with alliteration and metaphor, making the poem more emotional, appealing, deep, and colorful. The words are perfectly rhymed. Message of the poem promotes the nationalistic spirit that should be embodied to the Filipino youth. Sincerity of the poem, a work from the heart and straight to the point. It also displayed Rizal bravery because it possessed an anti-Spain theme. To the Filipino youth, Rizal was only 18 when he wrote this poem in Spanish, A la Juventud Filipina, one of the poems that immortalized his name in history. This poem became famous because of this line, Ang kabataan ang pag-asa ng bayan. This day, youth are my native strength. Your abounding talent show resplendently and grand, fair hope of my motherland. The poem was his entry to the literary contest, organized by Liceo Artístico Literario, Artistic Literary Lyceum of Manila. The contest was categorized into two. The first was intended for the Filipino natives, and the other one was for the Spanish mestizos. Rizal won the prize in the said contest. He received a feather-shaped silver pen ornamented with a golden ribbon. His Jesuit friends were very proud of him upon learning the news that his literary entry won in the contest. The poem was chosen to be the best among the literary entries in the Filipino natives category because it was perfectly written in Spanish by an Indo, and it expressed for the first time the nationalistic concept that Filipinos and not the foreigners were the fair hope of the motherland. The Council of Gods. In 1880, the Liceo Artístico Literario de Manila organized another literary competition which was in honor of the fourth centennial of the death of Miguel de Cervantes. Cervantes was a Spanish author who penned Don Quixote. Many writers joined the competition, and one of them was Rizal. His literary entry was entitled El Consejo de los Dioses, or the Council of Gods. After a long and critical evaluation of the entries, the Board of Judges awarded the major prize to Rizal's piece because of its literary dominance over the others. The Spanish community questioned the decision of the Board of Judges, which was composed of Spaniards. According to them, an Indo has no right to win such a prestigious award. Despite the protest, a gold ring on which was engraved the bust of Cervantes was awarded to Rizal as his contest prize. The winning allegory of Rizal was a literary masterpiece based on the Greek classics. The father rector of Ateneo assisted Rizal in securing the references he needed to complete the literary work. Aside from the two award-winning poems, Rizal produced a number of literary works while he was studying medicine at the UST. One to Alpasig, staged by Athenians in 1880 on the occasion of Immaculate Conception's feast day. A Filipinas, a sonnet for the album of the Society of Sculpture, Rizal encouraged the Filipinos to glorify their fatherland. Abd al-Aziz Y. Mahoma, a poem which was declaimed by Manuel Fernandez, an Athenian, on December 8, 1879, in honor of Immaculate Conception, Ateneo's Patrones. Al-MRP, Pablo Ramon, a poem that expresses Jose Rizal's gratitude to Father Pablo Ramon. Rizal breaking the continuity of his medicine study in UST. Rizal was not satisfied with the system of education at the university. There were plenty of things to distract a young man in the peak of his youth. Medicine was not Rizal's true vocation. He would later find out that his real calling was in the arts, not in medicine. Jose's decision to study abroad. After finishing the fourth year of his medical course, Rizal decided to study in Spain. He could no longer endure the rampant bigotry, discrimination, and hostility in the University of Santo Tomas. He did not seek his parents' permission and blessings to go abroad, and even his beloved Leonor